So what are the numbers behind building wealth? Everyone talks about building wealth. This is where you can be in 10, 15 years. But it comes down to what are the numbers? What does it look like in a 15-year period? How are you going to get to the other side? This is a 15-year property plan. So I tell people it's a 10 to 15-year journey. And anything under that, you start to become a higher risk. 2 to 3 years is a higher risk than a 15-year plan. So make sure you have your plan in place. But it's important to know the numbers of the plan, right? So what I wanted to do is talk to you about what a property portfolio could look like over a 15-year period. This is a $2 million portfolio. So it's 6 properties roughly worth $330,000 each, growing at 6%. Now, a lot of property people out there tell you that properties grow by 7 to 10%, and that is true. There is a lot of properties out there that do grow by 7 to 10%. But what we're doing is we're talking about a property portfolio. So to be conservative, we like to say 6% over entire portfolio over a 10 to 15 year period. And that way you can be more accurate in gauging on where that property portfolio is going. So if you were to build a property portfolio of $2 million, year one, you'd be growing at $120,000 per year. But what happens is year on year, you're starting to compounding that growth. So over time, that compounding growth, after a 15-year period, the same portfolio is now growing by $270,000 per year. So it was 120, now it's 270. That's just because it grows upon itself. That's the compounding effect. That portfolio now in 15 years time is worth about 4.8 million. Even if you had the original debt of $2 million and you had a $4.8 million portfolio, you could sell down half of it, pay your capital gains tax, and come out with a $2 million portfolio paid outright, and then creating you cash flow for life. You own that portfolio. You have a $2 million portfolio, which would roughly give you $100,000 income per year. You can do that in a 10 to 15 year period, and you can do that off 6 properties roughly worth $330,000 each. Now, if you want to increase that to $150,000, $200,000, $300,000 income, you just have to increase the asset base, because the asset base, which doubles over a 10 to 15 year period, will allow you to have more cash flow over that time, allow you to sell down more assets to be able to pay out other debts. So when building a portfolio, it is paramount that you have a plan in place, because if you don't have a plan in place, you sell out before you actually hit your goal, and then you will never execute on the cash flow side, the back end of why you're wanting to do this, which is retirement, or maybe that you don't want to work so hard, or maybe that you want to work part-time. That is the real goal that you're trying. That's the dream that you're wanting to achieve, and that comes down to planning. So make sure you plan your assets, make sure you plan for a 10, 15 year journey. And if you do that right and you correctly forecast, you'll be able to achieve the dreams that you want, which is cash flow for life. Now, if you like these videos, can you please like, share, and comment? And until next time, guys, have a great day.